there's a French word for ma'am. Do you know the French word for ma'am?
No. Madame.
Mademoiselle.
Oh, almost.
Mademoiselle.
I like that one.
I'll tell you a funny story about the one I used the term mademoiselle in a bar in Paris one time when I almost got in a fight with a French girl.
Oh.
So the word apparently is so offensive in France. Women were so offended by being called mademoiselle, madame, that the word has officially been banned by the French government.
Wow.
In 2012, for the last decade. Mademoiselle apparently is not allowed to be used. Why? Because the feminists wanted this.
Wow.
The feminists said, stop calling me the French version of ma'am, mademoiselle. It's been banned and been celebrated by feminists. Meanwhile, they said why men of all ages have been labeled monsieur, so women only wanted to have one label as well, and they said mademoiselle was banned from France.
That is shocking.
Okay, so by the way, for you men out there, there's another term that men get a little triggered by as well. Do you have an idea what that word is?
Sir? No.
Yes.
Really?
Gentlemen, you might have heard it in a fancy restaurant one time.
I thought it was like boy, like you're calling me a kid.
Yeah, okay. Well, men also, appreciate their youth and vivacity.
Yeah,
but whether you're at a fancy restaurant, whether you're at frickin' CVS and you're getting a little just for men products and they go, sir, do you need some help? Like, excuse, what?
Really?
Sir? Yeah, men, I remember the first time I was called sir. I looked around, I was probably 30 years old. Because hey buddy, yo bro, like that's kind of what you're used to. Then it turned into,
sir.
Hello sir. I was like, who's this mother? Oh, I'm the sir now? Now at this point, 42 years old, I'll take a sir every once in a while. Just don't call me old man. But sir is an offensive term for men. You guys let me know, is sir offensive to you guys out there in internet world watching in Valuetainment out there? So apparently, look at the article real quick. If we can go back to the article. I was rattled the first time I was called ma'am, says 123-year-old, which she shared on Reddit. I thought I wasn't quite old enough for that yet. So in that video that we just saw, a lady says if you're in LA and you're trying to get into Hollywood, basically the first time that someone addresses you as ma'am, just crumple up your headshot and just get packing.
Wow.
That's it. Hollywood don't like old bitches. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going on right there. Ma'am is generally considered to be a polite term to address a woman, but depending on the region or the context, it can mean the exact opposite. Here's the deal. People get so offended these days by words. Yeah. Now, people are getting offended by ma'am. And listen, it might throw you off a little bit. It might be a sense of discomfort. But banning words?
Ridiculous.
France saying no more mademoiselle?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'll tell you a funny story. So I'm in Paris. You know, I like to do my accents from time to time, right?
I love it, yes.
I'm in Paris. I was with a girl at the time. We're traveling throughout Paris. We're traveling all throughout Europe. And I go to a French bar. And I'm talking like this the whole time that I'm in Paris. Hello, good to see you. Nice to meet you. Hello, hello. We're sitting next to a bar and at a bar next to a group of girls. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hello, how's your evening? Everything okay? She's like, where are you from? I was like, I'm from Miami. Yeah. She's like, you're not from Miami. You talk like this. I go, I am from Miami. She's like, why do you talk like this? Yeah. And I'm having a go at her, and I'm like, because I have family in France. This is how I talk, but I live in Miami. She goes, you do not live in Miami. I don't. You are from Paris. I can tell. Yeah. Like that's how good my accent was. I go, I'm from Miami. I'll show you my ID. I give her my ID. She goes, oh, bullshit. Throws my ID across the room in a French bar. I'm there
looking for your ID.
Looking for my ID. I was like, how dare you? How dare you? I come from Miami to your country, and I've heard that the French are rude. How dare you? And I swear to God, I go, mademoiselle. She goes, do not call me mademoiselle. Oh my God. And that's when I realized, oh shit.
Wow.
People get triggered by some stuff. Now, maybe she was offended that she thought I was French. I don't know what was going on right there. But these are real things. These trigger words getting offensive.
Yeah.
Right? So would you get offended if the ma'am thing?
No, I wouldn't get offended. I think it's more of someone's like confirming your authoritative role. Like when people say like, yes, ma'am, I'm like, okay, well, assuming you will listen to what I say and the instructions I give. I wouldn't say, it's like offensive.
Man lead, women follow, Nat.
I understand, but if it's like we're babysitting children and they're like, yes, ma'am, I'm like, yeah, go pick your toys up, like. Yeah. Or if I'm requesting something at a restaurant, yes, ma'am, no problem. Thank you so much, or whatever, like I don't take offense to it. I will say though, when somebody first called me ma'am, that's when it hit me like you're growing up. You're becoming that woman, that young lady out in the world. But I wouldn't say I'm offended.
Not offended. So you're not canceling anybody.
No.
You know what's actually, it was funny. I taught second grade for a while. You know, I was in nightlife. I was sick of waking up at noon every single day. So I was looking for an excuse to not wake up at noon every single day. So I was like, all right, what can I do to get started early in the morning? It ain't going to be at a club. So, all right, I got a job as a substitute teacher. And I was taught second grade at my old elementary.
Wow.
And I knew the principal. And the teacher who taught second grade got sick. They said, how would you like to teach the class for the rest of the year? I said, okay. And I was coaching PE. I was doing art just once a week, just to get in and not wake up every single day at noon. So I was getting in there at 7:30 in the morning. Drastic change. So I'm teaching second grade. And what I realized, the most fun I ever had was calling 7 and 8 year olds, sir, put that down, sir. Put that down, okay?
Yeah.
Ma'am, get back in your seat. And addressing children as sirs and ma'ams was just hilarious to me. Because they would be like, oh, yes, sir. But, sir, I'll come over there, sir.
Yes.
But treating kids like grown-ups.
Right.
Not like, excuse me, little boy.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing. I think that's good. It kind of makes them feel like, again, like they are having a authoritative role. Like I am in control. I need to do something because I'm being instructed to do so. Mm-hmm. So I think in that sense, but when you do it the opposite way to someone older, and you're in a place where it's like, oh, I'm getting older, like you have some other insecurities, and someone's like, yes, ma'am. You're like, ma'am, you're almost like mortified. Like, do I look older? Do I look old? But I don't know. I think it just depends your level of confidence as well. Because, like for me, it doesn't. I mean, it takes a good amount of criticism to really get to me. So like, a yes, ma'am, I'm not gonna like go cry in a corner and like shun you.
I do not think that words should be banned. The fact that the fact that mademoiselle has been banned is insane to me. For me, everything that kind of we're seeing in society these days, sir and ma'am and mademoiselle, these are the least offensive words that you need to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we're having a conversation about men and women, sirs and ma'ams, and it's no longer the gender pronouns that are just he, she, they, when, we, why, who, how, who, what, when, where, why. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm good.
So anyway, shout out to Paris and my friend in Paris for chucking my ID. That's how I knew that I had a good French accent. My alter ego. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.